Yeah, I mean, obviously would love to have better results on the weekend, but if you look at the scoreline, I mean, you look at the box scores. We created things. We scored goals, which we hadn't been doing. We got some shots, some corners. We created a lot of things in the attack, and we changed our formation a bit and did some different things with that. And so again, there's obviously 2 wins would have been awesome, or even tie and whatnot in there. But yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of positives that can come from it, as much as you can take out of 2 losses. But we're the process is kind of what we're still trying to focus on here. Is it's going to all fall into place, and we're going to get out of Houghton and get on the road. And I think that's where we've thrived the best so far this year, and obviously with our win and our tie on the road. So get out of here, and maybe that will kind of change some things up. So yeah, actually, yeah, I don't really look at the record. I know what it is. I don't need to look at it on paper. That just makes it hurt a little more. And I even told our girls that, right? Like, we all know our record. We don't need to look at it. Use it as motivation, and use it as fuel to the fire. And we obviously want that to be different. But I mean, yeah, you look at some of the results where it's a 1-0 game, it's a 2-1 game. You look at even a 4-0 loss to Grand Valley. We were in that game until 4 minutes left. It was a 2-0 game, right? We gave up silly goals at the end, right? So I think if you dive a little deeper into the results and not just looking at the record, it's a whole different story. Obviously, the record is what most people look at, but I mean, I've told our girls, like, that's irrelevant at this point. We just have to continue to battle and work and get better. And they're all we have a group that's still all kind of forward looking and eyes on the next game kind of attitude. For sure. I mean, Riley's an energizer bunny. Anyone that watches her, she doesn't stop. And then when she stops, she's tired. Like, it's one of those. And it was nice to get her 2 goals and both, assists from Peyton is pretty cool. That dynamic up there is fun to watch. And so it was a good good result in terms of that and some production in the attack. And Riley, again, everyone feeds off of the Energizer Bunny vibe that she has. So hopefully that continues and other people can kind of jump on board and get some goals as well. Yeah, I mean, they got that young energy about them. You could tell them to do anything, they're going to do it, right? You say jump, they'll jump, which is kind of that young part of them is that naiveness to some of it, right? Like, but they're buying into what we're asking, and I mean, there's countless freshmen that have seen significant minutes, minus Rader and Peyton. You're talking Braden, who we barely took off the field, Harper, who played almost a full 90 this weekend, right? So yeah, you're seeing some youth players really have to step up, and then being surrounded by some of our upperclassmen has kind of really helped them just feel more comfortable, I think, on the field. So that's, I mean, for us, obviously a good thing that our youth are performing well. The future is bright, right? The process, as we go through the process, it makes it a little brighter on. Whenever we get to the end of that and games start going our way, like that's a good sign that we have those younger players kind of buying in. Yeah, I think, it's a combo after watching it back. I mean, that second goal with Ferris was, I mean, there were a couple players that could have stepped there. A fifth-year senior and a freshman, right? You can't, it's situational, and I think it happened so fast that there wasn't a much room for a quick, a decision had to be very, very quick. And it's just unfortunate with that much time left on the clock, or I guess lack of time left on the clock, that it happens. But, it's, again, a learning thing. And they'll take that, even our AK as our fifth-year senior, she's going to take that, and it's fuel to the fire, and you learn from it, you grow from it, and then, hopefully it doesn't happen again. Yeah, I mean, any game, right? You talk about scoreline. Any game in this conference we're in. And so it's just another game, right? I'm glad it's not at home. We struggle to do much here in terms of winning games. I'm glad we're going to Marquette and getting out of here. I think our girls are happy for that. And it will make it even sweeter when we potentially can get a result on their home field. Being such a big rivalry, I think our girls, regardless, are going to step up to the game and the environment, and it's gonna be a fun one. And I mean, I know Northern's new coach from when I played and when I coached against her in the GLVC, and so I know her pretty well, and so it'll be kind of fun to just go there and play and hopefully get a result. And I mean, they're not doing anything crazy special, so I think that leads to an opportunity to try to get something result wise out of the game. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have some time off and get some people healthy. I mean, they had yesterday off. We'll do a team bonding thing today. That will be nice. But I mean, mentality-wise is, by tomorrow we're kind of locked in, and it helps the coaching staff. We don't have two teams to kind of scout for, and we can put a lot of focus into Northern and the girls. I think it just gives them a kind of a relief moment to be like, okay, it's just one game. We can put everything our bodies can give us into that one game. So no, I think the girls are excited for it, and it's a fun rivalry to have, and it's not too far of a trip to head over to Marquette and play. So. No, trust me, I'm excited to get out of here. When you struggle at home, we can't seem to get results here, and I don't know if it's just routine when you're on the road helps a bit. You're more in a strict kind of pattern of how you do things. So I think honestly I think our girls are excited to get on the road. It doesn't scare me that there's 5 games straight where we're not here. I think it's actually going to be some added benefit, and it just puts us into a bit of a different routine where all you really have to focus on the road is the games. Where here when you're at home, it's school, it's parents are in town, it's a lot of different factors. So excited to just get out of town and get some different food and different things downstate, right? Change it up a bit, right? So. For sure, it's nice to have footage of you playing against those teams, right? That second time around. So yeah, no, it will be a different way we scout and approach the game. Things that may not have worked the first time, we can try in the second time around. And so no, yeah, we're excited to kind of get a second crack at some teams, right? Teams that, again, games we were in, games that were close, games where just luck wasn't on our side at times, and maybe we can try to switch that narrative and go to their place and beat them, and just kind of a good energy, confidence if we can pull some of those results. So yeah, excited to kind of get a second swing at some teams.